Hey guys, this is EvG Predator from the EV Genesis clan, and I'm doing a Rome Total War commentary battle on the Libyan Plains map. This was a 2-unit free-for-all battle with a 1,800 denarii limit. Right, let's take a look at my army first. I command the Julii Romans, that's the Red Romans. 2 units of urban cohorts. Not upgraded at all, because I couldn't afford it. My general is on the left-hand side urban cohort. Once everyone else has finished, there we go, deploying. Let's take a look at the Greek army. This army is commanded by GrEmperor of the Wolves clan. He has 1 unit of Spartan hoplites and 1 unit of armoured hoplites. No upgrades. Let's go over to the left now and have a look at the Senate and People of Rome. This army is commanded by Lampin of the GOTW clan. And just opposite him is JuliusCaeser commanding the Brutii. Lampin has 1 unit of Roman archers and 1 urban cohort. JuliusCaeser, he has 1 Praetorian cohort and 1 general's armoured bodyguard. Sorry, Roman general. Now, as you can see, I was moving up to take out the Senate and People of Rome, but the Greeks attacked me, so I turned to face the Greeks. So I'm about to launch some peeler at them and then charge in. The general's unit's tackling the armed hoplites and my standard unit is taking out the Spartans. It's not going too well at the moment. I can't get close enough to get a good attack, but I'm hoping that the armoured hoplites on the left hand side will break a little bit easier and I can bring my spare urban cohort round to attack the Spartans from the back. It's pretty messy at the moment. Spartans managed to get into their phalanx formation, so they're able to keep my guys a good distance away. Although, as you can see, it's not going too bad now. Just going to have a quick look at the Senate and People of Rome. They've already started to rout the Roman general of JuliusCaeser, and they're just going to start taking shots at these Praetorian cavalry now as they turn around and come back. So it's not looking good for JuliusCaeser of the Brutii. As you can see now, my urbans look scattered, but they've taken down many armoured hoplites and many Spartans, and soon the armoured hoplites are about to rout. That'll free up my urban cohorts on the left flank to come in from the side of the Spartans. Now, what I was hoping to do here was minimise my losses and get rid of the Spartans as quick as possible. So I launch another peeler strike at the armoured hoplites. Just about now. The guys will attempt to attack them. You see now I'm closing in, there's not many armoured hoplites left. And there you go, the armoured hoplites are routing, which now frees up my urban cohort to come in from the side of the Spartans and eliminate Spartans. At this point my general is still alive, which is very good. And as you can see now, the urban cohorts are surrounding the Spartans, and the Greek general is at the back. My guys are clearly winning now, and the Spartans are about to break and run. Just after this last guy dies, and there they go. About to run, and there we go, killed this general as well. So that's the Greeks out of the fight, and I'm going to move up towards the Senate and People of Rome, who have taken out the Brutii, which are the Green Romans. Now, I saw his archers just away from his main force, so I decided to run my urban cohorts over there in the attempt to catch his archers, but it doesn't seem to go to plan, because he turns his urban cohorts around and marches them back towards my urbans. With those archers around and no cavalry for me to take them out, I'm starting to believe, I'm not too certain that I'm going to win this battle now. You know, it's a bit hard to catch archers if they're in skirmish mode with urban cohorts. So as you can see, I've run my guys up and they're closing in on the archers, who launch off a volley of flaming missiles at me. I'm still hoping that my guys will catch him here, but as it turns out, when I get closer, he's got skirmish mode on, which annoyed me a little bit, because so I was hoping to catch them before they could do any more damage. So I'll leave my main urban cohorts chasing them, and send my rear urban cohorts off to the left in a minute to take out his urban cohorts, or at least try. As you can see, my urban cohorts are still chasing his archers. At the time I thought it was a wise move to try and get rid of his archers, but later on I find out that it was a pretty bad move. This is where I turn around my second urban cohorts and decide to go after his urban cohorts, because they've got roughly about the same amount of troops, but his urban cohorts contain the general, so they have a slight morale advantage over me. See me marching towards them, because at this point my guys were pretty tired. I'd run them all over the battlefield, which was a bit of a mistake, but I was expecting his guys to be quite tired as well, but because they had only fought cavalry and not moved, they hadn't. So I launch a peeler strike here, and so does he, and then we both charge in towards each other. A nice Rome on Rome fight now. Like I said, I hoped it would be pretty fair and square, but because his unit contained the general, they started slaughtering my urban cohort. But I couldn't pull them out, I had to just leave them in and do as much damage as I could. So, as you see, my guys are losing now pretty bad. And they're about to run. This is where they run, and only the standard carrier gets away. I'm going to go and find my other force now, who were chasing the archers still. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here, because this is a bit of a wild goose chase which goes on for quite a while, about another 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm guessing you don't want to see my urban cohorts just chasing a bunch of archers across the map. So here we are, skipped ahead a few minutes. Just because these archers were taking out my guys pretty quickly, I decided to put my guys into testudo formation, just to protect them from archer fire. But as you can see in the background, his urban cohorts are moving up slowly, so he's resting them slowly. My guys are absolutely exhausted, so it's not looking good. I do still have my general though, which is a bonus, because normally my general dies within the first 5 minutes of the battle. As you can see, I turn my testudo formation around as his urbans are getting closer, but his archers are still firing at me. Still not killed many of my guys though. Still got a fair few guys, about 20 guys. Here I decided to charge for his urbans because they got a bit close, but they were a lot quicker than mine as they were not tired. My guys are now exhausted. So, once again, skip forward to here, where I decided to charge for his archers instead of his urbans. But once again, that does not work because of his archers being in skirmish mode. So I turn back towards his urbans again. So, I've just been peeled by his urban cohorts, and I'm going to get shot in the back by his archers as well. But I decided if I could take out one of his units, that would be better than not taking out any units at all. So here they come again. I'm going to charge my guys now. Another good fight. I was hoping here that some friendly fire from his archers might happen on his urban cohorts, but that didn't happen. So as you see there, I admit defeat. Decide to leave the battle. Although my general did survive. I don't have time to tell you about the statistics, but I'll leave you guys to see them for yourself.